What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 56 of the Hive Mind podcast. Be sure to check out the podcast on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and Twitch. Lots of places where you can listen, so no excuse. Running a little bit of a different podcast this week. We've got video now, which is something that I was reluctant to do because I really want to encourage you guys to listen to the podcast and not watch it. I think the best way to enjoy this podcast is to be playing a game like Overwatch or just playing a game and you have it on in the background. You have it on in the background while you're driving or while you're at work or whatever. I think it's a better thing to have in the background than it is to actively watch or actively listen to, in my opinion. So that's what I'd prefer you to do. If you want to watch it and look at my pretty face, then more power to you. But anyway, so rocking the podcast solo for now. It's gonna be what I try to do, at least for the foreseeable future. I might end up getting another co-host at some point, but I want to try it solo, see how that goes. People seem to enjoy the solo podcasts, and I might end up getting a guest with like a one-on-one kind of interview thing when I randomly do get guests, if there's something topical going on. But yeah, now you can see my pretty face. Yeah, hope you enjoy it. Yeah, so of course, the day I need to minimize this thing so I don't look at it. Of course, I get like this giant crack down the center of my lip, down the center of my bottom lip. The day that the podcast goes video, dude, this cold weather, man, it just started and I'm already sick of it. I am fucking sick of the cold weather. It screws me up. It makes my skin kind of dry, especially around like my mouth and my nose. My nose, it hasn't done this in like 2 years, but occasionally the dry heat from like turning on the heat or turning on like that heater right there, just the dry heat makes my nose sometimes dry out and I get nosebleeds and makes my lips kind of, they're not like totally chapped, but they're like dry and they kind of crack sometimes. And that's just due to the heat. I've got some like lotion shit, but I woke up this morning and had this giant like scar going down my lip. It's kind of healed a little bit since then, so let's hope it clears up. But Hive Mind 56 with video, so let's get into it. So I figured I would address why I'm solo podcasting now. If anyone didn't catch the last episode, Dopamine is no longer doing the podcast. He has a lot of IRL commitments. He's got his work, school, or work, family, and now he's going back to school to get his master's degree. And that's kind of a lot to do, so I can understand why you want to take a break from the podcast or step away from it. I definitely want to have him on as a guest again, but I completely understand, with all that on your plate, why throwing a monkey wrench into your weekend and having to be available at, on Sunday from X time to Y time would be pretty hard. So there's no drama, there's no behind the scenes issues. There isn't even a behind the scenes. We literally only talk to each other during the podcast and that's it. But gonna be rocking it solo. I appreciate Dopamine for being on the podcast as long as he was, considering he was doing it for free. There really isn't much money to be made in podcasting. Even if you're a popular podcast, the only way that people seemingly make any real money from podcasting is through Patreon. And if you're big enough, you can get some advertisers, but most people, like only the very top podcasts, can get decent ads. Patreon, I've had a few people ask me to make a Patreon saying they would donate to it. My concern about a Patreon is that I don't do YouTube full time. This is something I do for fun. This is something I do for ha-has, and it will absolutely take a back seat if more important IRL stuff starts happening. So I never wanted to make a Patreon and have somebody donate monthly in the hopes of getting some sort of reward or in the hopes of, I don't know, something coming of it. So I just didn't want anybody to pay like that for it. So if you wanna be a bro and put $1 or $2 in the Zybak Survival Fund PayPal account, then go for it. I've had a few of you guys do that, and I appreciate that. But the podcast, doesn't really make money. In fact, I probably lose money off of it, considering the iTunes or the SoundCloud hosting fees and stuff like that. But I do this shit for fun anyway, and even if not that many people watch it, I'm still gonna do it because the people that do watch it seem to enjoy it. So let's get into it. Hive Mind number 56. Where to start? So lots of I'm not a huge movie buff, but a lot of cool shit coming out here, fairly soon. We got Star Wars Rogue One, which is coming out on the 16th, I believe. I'm gonna have to find somebody to see that with. I don't want to forever alone at the theater, but I probably will go see that one in theaters just because I'm kind of a Star Wars fan. Not a huge Star Wars fan, but definitely a little bit of a actually more than a little bit of a fan. But I'm not like I'm a Star Wars. You gotta have it. Definitely not that crazy, but looking forward to that. That actually comes out, dude. I've got a fucking vacation coming up, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. So I work next week. I work on Monday and Tuesday, and then I have off until the 26th. So I've got quite a bit of vacation time, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do to pass the time. It's one of those situations where it's a use it or lose it kind of deal. My vacation days get wiped at the end of the year, and I haven't been sick all year, so I've got quite a bit to burn. And yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I think I might I'm gonna try to finish up my Final Fantasy Let's Play or walkthrough movie thing. By the way, I just put one out for Battlefield 1. People seem to be liking it. The few people that do watch it. And I'm probably gonna try to finish that up. I might end up playing that Ratchet and Clank game that I never ended up playing. It's like $20 on PS4. So I probably will do that. Maybe make a Let's Play of that. Might play some Overwatch. The podcast and stuff will still be going on. Hopefully there will be a juicy Crowfall update, but we just had one, so I'm not gonna hold my breath there. But maybe we'll get the Templar here pretty soon, and they'll surprise us because based off of how long that they've taken for previous archetypes, the Templar could be coming soon. So looking forward to that vacation. Anyway, dude, I woke up early this morning, and it's weird. Like, it's weird when you wake up at like 4 a.m. and you just get the day started early, and you just like kick back and you're kind of just done with everything by noon. I woke up, did some laundry, worked out, did my core ab workout this morning. So do that, like abs, obliques, back, that kind of shit. Did that. Pretty goddamn sore right now. I went pretty hard in the gym this week. I usually work out on the weekends, so Friday, Saturday, Sundays when I do my shit. I find that to be the most convenient. But I'm pretty damn sore, and I was pretty strong this week, so I'm pretty happy about that. I don't know why in particular. I think I had a few times where I fucked up on my diet. That's generally how it goes with me. Is right now I've been cutting weight like crazy fast, and if I have a week in the gym where I'm like super strong, it's typically because I fucked up on my diet. So I am very excited to get off of this cut just to see how much stronger I get, because I think I have a lot of noob gains that are untapped. I think once I bump the calories up, I'm gonna really see some size and strength gains. Maybe I'm being too optimistic, but I don't know, dude. That workout I had after Thanksgiving, after my fucking Thanksgiving binge, was phenomenal. So pretty pumped about that. I'm not gonna change the food I eat. I eat just up the quantity of it. So we were talking about Star Wars Rogue One, by the way, and we somehow got on that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that movie. Looking forward to that Spider-Man movie. That looks pretty sick. That looks like a pretty fun take on Spider-Man. I like that they're not doing another origin story. I think they're doing a little bit of an origin story, but it's not going to be like Uncle Ben and all that bullshit all over again. Holy fuck. Kill me. So I'm looking forward to that. The one movie I'm really looking forward to is Logan, which is, I'm biased. My first name is Logan. But I am looking forward to that gritty, rated R Wolverine movie. It's looking like it's going to be pretty damn good. It's Hugh Jackman's last run as Wolverine. And I think it's going to be an excellent movie, just based off of the previews. I really like how gritty it is. It's a dark movie, and I like that they went rated R. I really hope that more superhero movies go with the rated R thing. I think Deadpool kind of showed that. Look, like, it's PG-13. Like, nobody cares if it's PG-13 versus R. And you can do so much more with an R-rated movie. And the fact that this one's rated R makes me think that it's going to be good. Not that I'm like some sort of gore freak or whatever, but it just means that it's going to be kind of like a more raw thing where it's not, they're not going to have to pan the camera away when something bad happens. So I'm pumped for that. I like the concept. I like the concept of Wolverine's powers basically being a curse. From my understanding of the plot of this movie, essentially Wolverine, he's old as fuck, but at this point he's gotten so old that his powers aren't anywhere close to what they used to be. His self-healing is, it's still there, but it's not anywhere close to the way it used to be. And it's to the point to where he's dying, but his powers are just like keeping him alive in this essentially tortured state. And I think that's a badass premise for a movie. And I believe this movie is taking place at, like, when all the X-Men are essentially dead. And in the comics, apparently, Wolverine gets hypnotized or mind controlled in some way to where he just kills most of the X-Men himself. So, yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a pretty dark movie, pretty good. And I'm assuming it will be because it's Hugh Jackman's last run. And surely he doesn't want to go out in the shitter. So, excited for that. Moving on. What else do we want to talk about here? Esports. The White House is hosting an esports tournament, which is interesting. Let me bring this up here. This is strange. Here we go. Here, let me flip the scene here. Look at this shit. This is fucking strange. They are hosting a gaming event live from the White House to raise awareness about health insurance. That is a strange cause. The cynic in me is like, what do you mean? It's illegal not to have it. But I can see how young people don't really give a fuck about health insurance because young people don't get sick. And young people don't actually use the health insurance, which I think is kind of funny because, like, how do I want to word this? Young people are supplementing old people when it comes to health insurance. Like, they need young people to buy health insurance and not use it to pay for the old people that are using it and not paying. The young people are subsidizing. That's the word I wanted. Subsidizing. So, I just think that's kind of funny. An esports event to raise awareness about Obamacare. And, it's cool. Like, I'm a fan of esports. I'm not, like, a huge viewer of esports, but obviously I like video games, and esports being popular is good for video games in general. And I like to see that esports has had this giant money injection. Lots of big names getting into esports, lots of legit companies. Shaq bought a team. There's his ass right there. And you got LG and lots of like big name companies. I'm curious how long it's going to be before. I mean, maybe it's already happened, but like Coca-Cola and Nike. I'm really curious before how long it's going to be before these really big household brand names start getting into esports. And maybe they already have, and I just haven't been paying attention. But I wonder what is this video?
Around 3, 2, hit it! Oh! Fool on this game. I win again.
Oh, it's Rocket League. Rocket League, in my opinion, is one of the best esport games of all time because it's perfect. One of the biggest problems with esport games, is that they aren't very watchable to people that don't know what's going on. I've played Rocket League for like 2 hours. I don't know all the intricacies of it, but I can watch pros play Rocket League and I understand what's going on and I can appreciate it. And that is the mark of a perfect esport, when the layman can understand it. For example, you don't need to know all the intricacies of basketball, but you can still, appreciate when Steph Curry hits a three-pointer. And that's what good spectator sports are. That's what good spectating events are, is where they're complex to where the the people that are really into it can, deep dive and understand all the intricacies. But, your soccer mom, your mom or whatever who doesn't know the rules can be like, oh, the ball went in the hoop. They ran the ball to that side of the field. yay, touchdown. You know, they don't need to know all the intricacies of it. So Rocket League, I think, is going to be, you know, I think that's a fantastic esport. It's one of my favorites, for sure. And Overwatch I like a lot too, but Overwatch is also a game where a person who doesn't play it is not going to really understand the intricacies of it and is not going to appreciate a lot of it. But you know, Rocket League really is just the perfect game in my opinion for esports. But anyway, moving on from that, what else here? We got some good news. JK, fucking dude. So get this shit. Last time I checked, so 29 dead, 166 wounded in Istanbul, and then earlier this morning, 25 people died in Cairo. Now this is old news, so this might actually not be correct. It's probably gone up since then. Let's take a guess. So it says 29 dead in Istanbul. Let's do something really dark here and Google it. I'm gonna say it's up to at least 33 dead in Istanbul. Let's Google it. Istanbul bombing. So I said more than 33. It's 38. 38 and 155 wounded. So some of the wounded died because there was 166 wounded. Fuck. It did go up. And then 25 killed in Cairo. I'm gonna say this 25 is going up to 27. Cairo bombing. I'm gonna say that 20. We got at least 2 more deaths. At least 25. Okay, so there's still. I don't want to say there's still hope. That's a pretty fucked up thing to say, but we're not out of it yet. Fucking A, dude. Like, what are you supposed to? God, what a shit show. What a fucking shit show. God bless, dude. God bless the Atlantic Ocean. Seriously, the Atlantic, dude. You big beautiful Atlantic Ocean, man, saving us from all this shit. God fucking bless. Anyway, got some good news coming out of Radford, good old Radford, Virginia, my hometown. Get this shit. 4 Radford fraternities suspended for possibly mistreating a goat. 4 fraternities got suspended. Oh, there's a video. I have not seen the video. Let's indulge. If it'll load. But yeah, this is where I'm from. You know, this is good old Radford, Virginia. Population like 12,000 represent.
Radford University says it is temporarily suspending 4 fraternities for possibly mistreating a goat. The university was notified about the incident Sunday. The fraternities were placed on suspension pending the outcome of the investigation. That investigation follows an internet uproar after a post about abuse on the Goats of Anarchy Instagram account.
Goats
An online
of Anarchy?
petition with more than 400 signatures calls for the goat to be freed. The
Jesus
petition
Christ.
alleges the goat is being raised by pledges in order for them to kill it as initiation into the fraternity, but provided no evidence. The university says it takes this allegation seriously. If you have any answers, calls for the goat to be freed. The petition alleges the goat is being raised by pledges in order for them to kill it as initiation into the fraternity, but provided no evidence. The university says it takes this allegation seriously.
What kind of dumbass pledge is that? Kill a goat? That's retarded. I want to see this. What was that? Change.org? That petition?
If you have any information, more than 400 signatures calls for the goat to be
free the Radford frat goat. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Is this? What website was that on?
freed. The petition alleges.
What website? I swear, change.org. Of course it's change.org. I'm just curious if it'll... Oh my god, this is real. Update, Radford. Jesus Christ. A well-known goat rescue organization, Goats of Anarchy, has agreed to accept the surrendered goat and care for it in an environment and with treatment well suited for the animal's health and well-being, with no questions asked. Free the frat goat? Hashtag free the frat goat. Dude, I have not actually looked into this. I'm curious. Free the frat goat. Oh, it has no results on Twitter. No result on Twitter, really? They didn't even use their own fucking hashtag? They don't even use their own hashtag. God damn. You lazy fucks. That's hilarious, though. Well, it's not really that funny, but... Radford, Virginia, represent. Represent! Represent! Alright, moving on. Dude, Westworld... You fucking guys, oh my god. So, Westworld, I'm not typically a big show kind of guy. I don't usually watch many shows. Like, I don't watch The Walking Dead. Like, if there's some popular show, I haven't seen it. But Westworld is fantastic. I highly recommend you guys check out Westworld. All 10 episodes are out. You can find them on various bays where pirates might linger. And now the full thing is out. I highly recommend that you watch it. Because I think it's one of those shows where you'll appreciate it watching it, binge watching it more than watching it an episode at a time, because you kind of forget some of the details if you wait, for the next episode to come out the next week. But it's fantastic. One of the best shows on TV. Easily, it's probably one of my favorite shows ever, to be honest. And it's something that I'm not in. Like, I'm not into westerns. That's just not a thing I'm into. But it's a blend of westerns and sci-fi, which is fucking weird but cool, and it's very well done. It's a very smart show. It's a show where you can watch all 10 episodes and then go back and rewatch all 10 episodes with the knowledge that you know, and you'll start seeing things. And it's so well done. It's very well written. There's lots of attention to detail. It's a fantastic show. The only downside is that it's not going to be... it's going to be over a year before we see season 2. So no more Westworld in 2017 either. So that kind of blows. But it's very good. Something to look forward to. So yeah. Moving on. Watch Westworld, you fucks. I definitely... without getting too spoilery in the last episode, I did see one of those things coming, but I did not see the other one coming. And this is not really a spoiler, but one of the things that, in my opinion, differentiates a good show from a bad show is the villains, or the portrayal of villains. And this is something I wish Star Wars would do. Going back to Rogue One, I really hate how in the Star Wars main stories, like the ones that they pimp out, like Star Wars, The Force Awakens and stuff, when there's a villain that you can sympathize with, and you can see from his point of view what he's doing isn't wrong, that is the mark of a great show. And Westworld does that so brilliantly, where you're like, is this guy the villain? Like, is this guy the villain? And then he'll do something and be like, wait, is he the good guy? Oh, is he the villain? Is he the, like, it's like they're a real fucking person. And I really wish Star Wars would do that too. They do that in the extended universe stuff, but in the main stories, Kylo Ren, like, it's so irritating. Like, at the start of The Force Awakens, Kylo Ren goes into that village and they ask him, what should we do with the villagers? And he's like, kill them all. Like, that's so fucking, like, really? Just kill them all for no fucking it would have been so much better if he's like, let them live. Like, then we would have been like, oh, okay, whoa, this guy isn't just indiscriminately evil for no fucking reason. So, that's my thought on it. But let me know what you guys think. I really hate when villains are one-sided like that. It's so annoying. By the way, this is the infamous mug that I drink my water out of. It's massive. I drink probably, I don't know, 5, 6 of these things a day easily. I drink a lot of water. Drink a shitload of water. That's the way you do it, boys. speaking of going back to my vacation thing, since I'm talking about water there, dude. I should be. I'm a little bit excited for it because my diet goes to shit a little bit on the weekdays. I'm a real sucker for free food, and where I work, there's usually a lot of free food coming in and out every now and then. And I'm a sucker for it. Like, if somebody's got a pizza and they're like, "You want a slice?" It's like, fuck yeah, I want a slice. It'd be rude not to accept it. There's a lot of, I swear, I get myself in a lot of situations where it's like, "Hey, I can't finish the rest of this pizza. You want it? I can't finish the rest of this whatever. You want it?" And, it would be rude for me to decline, right? So my inner fat man somehow convinces me that it's okay. And also my inner, like, value Jewish investor type is like, well, this is free food. Like, this would be a waste not to take it. You can always, lose the fat, but the opportunity cost of not taking this free food, you got to think about that, right? So, yeah, but now that I have close to 2 weeks off, I'm gonna be hitting it. I'm gonna be leaning out pretty good here, unless something crazy happens and I don't know, like my dad asked if I want to go to Red Lobster or some shit like that. But I should be leaning out pretty good here. I should be pretty lean by Christmas, I think, because when I cut deep. Like on the weekends, I go down to literally 1,000 calories a day, which a lot of you guys that's probably alarming to a lot of you guys, but it's really not that bad. Pretty much all I eat is chicken and broccoli on those days on the weekend, so that's pretty much probably all I'm gonna eat hopefully on that 2 week little stint away from work, outside of some sort of event. If something happens, I'm gonna live my fucking life. I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna go out to eat with you guys because I don't want to fuck up my diet. No, I'm gonna live my fucking life. But I think for the most part, I'll be able to stay on that. And yeah, the whole reason behind 1,000 calories is at 1,000 calories, I'm still able to get, with what I'm eating, I'm still able to get, I believe it's over 200 grams of protein still. But that pretty much limits me to just chicken and broccoli. So it's boring, but goddamn is it effective, and goddamn have I lost a lot of weight really quick. And my strength has declined. Obviously, since I started losing weight, I've lost some significant strength in my legs. But other than in my legs, I've actually gotten stronger in a lot of areas. But I think the strength I lost in my legs was just due to the fact that I was a fat motherfucker and my legs were used to carrying around all that weight all the time. So, yeah, that's the game plan. That's what I've been doing for months now. But now I'm going to have a close to 2 week stretch where I hopefully do it every day, pending, I don't know, some sort of event. The 18th I will for sure be off the cut. That's like a Christmas dinner kind of thing. But anyway, I'm rambling about bullshit that you guys probably don't care about. Moving on. Oh, here we go. Let's talk about the Time cover. So President Trump was on the cover of Time. Trump. Here we go. Oh, this is not the full cover. Fuck, I want the full cover. Yeah, here we go. Here's the full cover. So, this is kind of a sleazy move by Time. The president of the divided states of America. Like, the shit would be just as divided if Hillary won. But if Hillary won, they wouldn't have put that fucking quote. They'd have put some bullshit about her being a woman or whatever. So this cover is bullshit, but I have to appreciate the creativity of it. They did something very clever on purpose. For sure they did this on purpose. But if you look at the Time logo, they did the devil horns. The M is like devil horns. Those liberal fucks. Look at how creative they are with their fucking... Haha, very clever. So, I don't know. Part of me likes that, and part of me thinks that's complete fucking horse shit. But I think it's clever, so I'll kind of let it pass. But... ye old fucking Trump, man, he is he's doing some interesting shit, man. He has done, whether you love him or hate him, holy shit, has he done a lot despite not even being the president yet. The carrier deal, which, whatever, I don't know the intricacies of that, but apparently that's not that great. But the big thing that happened was the SoftBank, Japanese bank is investing $50 billion into the U.S. economy and creating 10,000 jobs, apparently because Trump talked to them or some shit. I don't know, but it's fucking, a lot of good shit is happening, and whether it's his fault or not, good shit is happening under Trump. And the economy, like the stock market's fucking doing well. It's fucking soaring right now. And I mean, your boy Zybak is making some fucking dollar bills, y'all, off good old Trump. And I never thought that, wouldn't it be a sick joke if Donald Trump actually turns out to be an awesome president? After all this shit, right? What if he turned, after all the not my president protests and shit? Wouldn't that be funny as fuck as if he won re-election in some like crazy blowout? Like, he comes in his first 4 years, shit's fucking amazing, and then he wins the next election by 80% of the votes. Wouldn't that be fucking hilarious? Trump is one of those guys, the people that hate him make me like him. It's just that certain demographic of whiny, bitchy motherfuckers that hate Trump that make me like him. And if those people liked Trump, I think I would like him less. I think I have some fucked up personality disorder or some sort of fucked up thing in my brain to where I like people that are kind of hated in some ways. So I don't know. If he was well liked, I think I wouldn't like him as much. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Anyway, Ben Carson was nominated as the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Made a joke about this in the last podcast, how Trump would appoint Oprah as the Secretary of Black People. But it turns out that's a real position. What the fuck? We were just kidding. The Secretary of Housing and Urban Development? Come on, man. Fuck. I just can't believe that's a real thing. Whatever. Oh yeah, Madman of the Year was trending on Twitter, and I thought that was pretty funny, but moving on. Let's see here. Oh boy. There's a good topic that I haven't talked about yet. The YouTube drama. Yep. Oh boy. Some YouTube drama. A lot of big YouTubers pissed off. YouTube has changed the algorithm for recommended videos, essentially. And I'll bring up YouTube here to kind of show you what I'm talking about here. Oh, my shit's lagging. We're lagging. So YouTube has changed the algorithm, and there are a lot of YouTubers, H3 Productions, lots of big YouTubers, or PewDiePie, basically everybody. But the difference this time is there's the big guys complaining about it now, complaining about getting less views, less subscribers, or losing subscribers. But the main thing is they're getting less views, and I kind of want to talk about that and why, and what's actually going on here. So YouTube has changed the algorithm to, it seems like favor videos that favor big hit videos. They for example, if you upload 100 videos, YouTube is only gonna pimp out 5 of them. And they're only gonna pimp out your best videos, it seems like. So back in the day, if you uploaded a video, people would see that video. It would show up on the homepage, it just would. But now that's not the case. You look at the homepage and it's full of stuff that's old. It's look at here. You got 2 days old, 2 weeks old, 1 month old, 3 weeks ago, 1 month, 1 week, and back in the day, it used to just be full of current stuff. So it seems like they are focusing on big hitting, mini viral videos rather than just showing stuff that was recently uploaded. So, I can look at my own videos. I don't think I can show this on camera, but if I look at my own videos, right, I don't get that many fucking views anymore. I have a lot of, my I'll be honest, my channel's not that exciting anymore. Hopefully that'll change when Crowfall comes out, but I'll look at my videos, right? And this seems to be the nature of the beast with a lot of YouTubers, where they'll just be uploading videos and they'll be doing okay, and then all of a sudden they'll get a home run video where it shows up on the homepage. Like, for example, this Athene X guy. This guy uploads tons of videos, but this guy uploads like videos constantly, but yet the video I see is one from 6 months ago. But because this is what YouTube has determined as his home run video. By the way, this is a great fucking channel. This is one of the best YouTube fitness channels. There's tons of shit, tons of informational shit when it comes to like working out and like different exercises and shit to hit certain muscle groups. It's a good fucking, check that shit out if you're into it. But anyway, YouTube has determined that this is that guy's home run video. So that's the video they're going to pimp out from that guy. And I can look at my own videos and I see the same thing. So most of my videos get a few thousand views. So like 2,000 views, 4,000 views, 5,000 views, 2,300 views, whatever, 12,000 views. That one did better. But then all of a sudden, randomly, I'll have like 40,000 views, 80,000 views, 60,000 views, 100,000 views in some cases. And these videos, in my opinion, aren't, like, some of them, like the Trump video, I'm pretty proud of. I think that was a good video when he won the election. I made a video talking about it. But these videos, in my opinion, aren't like, crazy, that videos that are that much better than what I normally put out. But YouTube, for whatever reason, that video hit a certain, watch time. I mean, they're probably better videos than normal, but they're not that much better. They're not that much better to get, 10 times the views that my stuff normally gets. But that's just the way YouTube is. They only promote like your best stuff and the stuff that will get the highest CPMs. And that's the real nature of the beast here, is that YouTube is trying to be more profitable. So the thing is so advertisers want their ads on the best videos, and YouTube wants you to only watch the best videos. So you're watching ads, you're watching the high paying ads, so YouTube can make more money, which is fine, because my whole stance on YouTube is like, I complain about it a decent bit, but at the end of the day, YouTube doesn't make money. It's not profitable. So we can bitch about YouTube all we want, but it's not like they're running away and like with all our money or anything. Like they don't even make money. They've lost money for like 10 years straight. So I can kind of forgive them for doing this. It is annoying when your videos just don't get seen. Your new videos just don't get seen because they just don't pop up on the homepage. But that's kind of how it is. Like this video here, YouTube determined that this video here would get higher paying ads, so they want you to watch this video over one of his other videos that he probably did, a week ago. So that's kind of the way it works. But yeah, it's annoying. So I highly recommend that if you want to see all my videos, that you subscribe and be sure to turn on notifications. Click on that little bell down below near the subscribe button right to the side of it, and be sure you have notifications on. That way the YouTube will more than likely push my videos to your homepage. It's not 100% from what I've seen, but it does help a good bit. So be sure to turn on those notifications. I believe you can get a text message too if you want to do that. But it does help, and it will make my videos, you'll see them more often, and I would appreciate that. Also, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. I know I'm pimping out my shit mid-podcast here, but seriously, it does help. Moving on here. Let's see here. I think that's all I want to say on that. But yeah, YouTube's definitely changing what they've been doing, for sure. Nostalrius is reopening on December 17th. I actually might check it out, just because I'm on vacation at that time, and I'm probably going to be a little bored because I'm used to working, and I'm not going to be working. So I'm actually kind of a little anxious about this vacation time and like what the fuck I'm going to do to keep myself busy, because I'm used to working like 45, 50 hours a week. But yeah, Nostalrius is reopening on December 17th, and they are rebranded as Elysium. And I'm curious how well this is going to do. Apparently, the old Nostalrius characters, like if your old character on Nostalrius is going to be there on Elysium. They have the source code, they have all the character data apparently, and it's just, a straight transfer. So that's going to be interesting to see. But I'm curious to see how long this iteration of Nostalrius lasts. I doubt it'll be as big. I doubt it'll be as popular because I think a lot of the legacy server Steam has kind of died off. Maybe that's just me and my own little bubble. But how long can people realistically play the same shit over and over again? I think the fuck you Blizzard legacy server era kind of died a little bit when Legion came out, and it was actually pretty decent. The game WoW now is seemingly better than it was in Warlords of Draenor, so that spiteful, like, fuck you, I'm playing legacy kind of shit, I think died. But I could be wrong, I could be wrong, and it could be more popular than ever, but I think the giant legacy movement is kind of dead. There will still be tons of people to play it, but I'm saying, like, the giant, I don't know, rah, thousands and thousands and thousands of people, I think is probably not going to happen to the same degree that it happened previously. But could be wrong. A lot of legacy people get fucking butt furious when you say that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's move it on up. Stickies on. Oh, we can talk about some Reddit drama. So, the CEO of Reddit got caught editing people's comments and changing what people were saying, and that's kind of fucking crazy. They are legitimately censoring people and editing what they say. Apparently, it was something that was not that big of a deal. It was like a joke kind of thing, but still, the fact that they're doing it is bad. Like, that's one of those things. That's one of those lines that should not be crossed. And dude, Reddit has kind of taken a shit. Like, I'm still a fan of the website, but they've really taken a shit compared to the way they used to be. They used to call themselves the bastion of free speech, and that's just not the fucking case anymore, man. They have changed the rules and done so much stuff to try and censor the Donald subreddit. And I realize the Donald subreddit is full of fucking memers and just, people that are looking to get a rise out of people. But still, you shouldn't censor that shit. And they have actively been trying to censor the Donald as much as possible, to the point where they have changed the rules on the entire website because of the Donald. They made it to where stickies can't be on the front page of all because the Donald would just sticky some shit and it would instantly hit to the front page of Reddit. They made it to where they had to change the upvoting algorithms and shit to where there could only be so many things on all per subreddit. Like, so they've done so much stuff to try and limit them and just like hold down the Donald, but they fucking can't because the people on the Donald are so dedicated. They figure out the mechanics that Reddit has changed, and they somehow find a way around it. So I think that shit's hilarious. I love that, these fucking people on the Donald just are so they just never quit. I just think it's hilarious. I think the whole thing is hilarious. So, Reddit fucking kind of sucks now, dude. They really are they're doing a lot of scary shit, and they shadow banned Infowars.com, which is not a website. That's a fun website to get on if you want to have a good laugh. It's like a conspiracy kind of the government's out to get you kind of website where everything is about the government coming out to get you, which I can agree with to some degree, but that's clearly their agenda. That's clearly their that's their shtick. They're selling. That's their selling point, is that everything is a fucking conspiracy and that everything is government tyranny related, which is just not the case. But Infowars does occasionally have like a gem where it's like, whoa, they're onto some shit here, and they have been right about some shit, but they've been wrong about some shit, and they've exaggerated tons of shit. And that's kind of my stance on news. You need to, in my opinion, get your news from as many different perspectives as possible. I'll watch something as left-leaning as the Young Turks, and then I'll watch something as crazy as Infowars. I like to go all over the scale. I'll listen to Bill Maher, and then I'll listen to that other fucking dude. Who's the dude that took so much painkillers that he's actually like can't hear now, and he's like going blind? Rush Limbaugh. Like, I'll listen to him. I'll listen to fucking completely different sides of the aisle, because I find it to be entertaining. I like to get both sides, and I like to see where the contrast is. So, yeah, that's my stance on it. But the fact that they shadow banned InfoWars only gives them credibility, because their whole stance is, the media establishment doesn't want you here at Infowars.com. And they don't, because they fucking shadow banned InfoWars. Like, why did they? I don't know why they did it, but it doesn't seem like there's a good reason. It seems like the shadow banning shit, I don't agree with that practice at all. I guess in the case of bots, maybe, but why have an upvote downvote system if you're gonna shadow ban stuff? Why have the upvote downvote system takes care of that? It just seems like they don't like that InfoWars shit was probably getting upvoted. So that's fucking bullshit in my opinion. Yeah, InfoWars is full of a lot of horse shit, but still, let the community decide what's worth it and what's not. Anyway, moving on. Let's see here. I'm probably not gonna be doing this too much longer here. I've got a few more time. Oh, we didn't talk about meme magic. Oh, I've been on the wrong fucking. I've been on that. Sorry guys. I've been on the wrong scene for a while. I was trying to. I'm gonna try to like full screen it whenever I'm not doing something with showing something. Sorry about that. This is gonna be work. Dude, solo podcasting is hard, man. This is something I'm gonna have to figure out. This is definitely a skill set. I watched Ben Shapiro, and a few other people that do it solo, and they're much better speakers than me. So this is gonna be something I'm gonna have to learn and get better at. But I have a few more things here that I want to show. Oh, this is that video. I was gonna show this, but I never ended up doing it. This is of the Istanbul explosion. This is pretty eerie. This is like some found footage shit. So these guys playing guitar and singing outside of Istanbul. Just wait for it.
Patladı ha şurası. Vallahi patladı.
They noticed the explosion, and look at how delayed the shockwave is. Then the shockwave. The shockwave happened, what, at 23 seconds? And the explosion happened... So the shockwave was about 9 seconds delayed from the explosion. So that just goes to show you how far away it was. That's crazy, dude. What an eerie video. Just some guys playing guitar, and then all of a sudden, just boom. Like, that's some shit that would happen in Cloverfield. Damn, dude. Oh yeah, that's another thing I want to show off here. This is, a fucking... So, 4chan, for the most part, is a complete waste of time. And it's just a cesspool of bullshit. But occasionally, you get a gem. And I'll link to this, later, but... or in the description. So this girl put up this blog post talking about how she met this really cool guy on Tinder, and she hooked up with him, and it was like the best sex she ever had, and he's tall and handsome and whatever. And then she found out the worst, that he was a Trump supporter. And this was an article that went like mini viral on Reddit. Yeah, like it's on Toronto Life. I accidentally slept with a Trump supporter. This is like some fucking giant article of Jesus Christ. But look at this shit. And then on 4chan, this guy's like, guys, it's me. No, I'm not kidding. What the fuck? I'm being dead serious. And he links the text messages that he had with this girl. And then he shows the bike that he had, because she mentions the Bonneville bike. Fucking legendary. That shit's fucking hilarious. So it's a pretty good read if you're interested in that. But I just thought that was hilarious that some fucking guy on 4chan hooked up with this chick. And who writes a blog? Who writes a fucking blog about this? His Triumph Bonneville was parked outside. This guy looked badass, and then he takes a picture with it. Holy shit, that's fucking hilarious. That's Pole MAGA. Oh, that's so good, dude. It's so fucking funny. Anyway, I figured I'd share that. Anything else in my podcast bookmarks thing? Oh, this is some shit Dopamine just linked me. Dopamine looks at the fucking most weird shit ever. There's a new disturbing way men are trolling women online. Apparently, it's called a cum tribute, where you print out pictures of women, cum on them, and then send them the pictures. These people have way too much fucking printer ink. Printer ink is way too expensive to do this shit. Look at these pictures. These are fucking... I wonder if they print these things out in like glossy paper too. They go like real hardcore. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with people? Want to see cum all over someone's face, but she ain't having it? There's whole websites. While pursuing cum tribute threads on Reddit, Tumblr, and websites like Come On Printed Pics. That's a website. Jesus Christ. In this vein, another user posted on a thread on Come On Printed Pics titled, "Reduce this feminist bitch." The poster included multiple photos of an anonymous woman, including candidates taken from behind her, standing at a shop counter. In the thread, he described her as someone who likes to blog about feminism and implored readers to use her as jerk-off fodder. Oh my god. This is this is this is something that should be like fine, but like this is a little disturbing at the same time. That is a little weird. Yeah, but still. Anyway. Moving on. Anything else here in my... I'm looking under my topics here. Sorry guys, I'm very new at this. Let's see. I'll probably talk about the Athene thing as the ending topic. Yes. Dude, has Athene gone fucking crazy? So I like Athene sometimes. He's full of shit most of the times, but he does some stuff that I think is really funny occasionally. He does these really funny publicity stunts. He's done them in the past. He did the poker thing, which I thought was pretty funny. He has in the past been pretty brilliant about doing like publicity stunts and getting reactions out of people. That whole like best gamer, like his initial starting point where he was like, you know, doing that best paladin in the world skit with the Titanic music, and like that shit was fucking great. But I really think he's gone fucking crazy now, and it is pretty ridiculous. He's calling himself like the smartest man on earth, and I would say that this is a troll. Like I would say this is a troll and another publicity stunt, but he's going hardcore at this. Like he rented out like this giant, it used to be like a mental hospital. Like he rented it out and he's got people living with him, and he's like making all these. Let me pull it up here. He's making all these videos and like sabotaging his channel. Like this isn't just a one-off thing where he's really into this. Like you don't rent out a fucking hospital and like have a bunch of people come and live with you and do all this crazy shit if it's just a publicity. I mean, maybe he's just really trying to convince us, but like you look at this shit and like it's not popular. Well, I guess it is. I mean, it's not that unpopular. 251. Are people just in this shit to see how crazy he is? It is fascinating. Anyway, I'm gonna give you guys a taste of what the fuck this is. This shit's fucking ridiculous, though.
Last week, before all the click stuff, I was the first person, I think, in human mankind that had its core value logic. And I was the most intelligent person on the planet, but that will change as more people click. I still am quite ahead, though. By far, I was the most intelligent person on the planet. And I remember when I said it on the stream, people were laughing at me. But I can tell you, you click, you will say like, yeah, if you like this for 26 years, obviously you're like, there is no competition. By far, by the way. More intelligent than Einstein, than anyone on the planet.
Yeah, so that's just the start of this ridiculous shit. Let's just skip
You might say,
around.
like, tremendous positive energy, and you just feel like doing what's logic, and basically you just start thinking differently. All your problems are gone. You are more sharp. You are constantly in the now, and basically just, you know, your intelligence goes up like crazy. So yeah. So like I don't know how you.
Hi.
Oh, one sec, the new guy came. Hi there.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you. We can have a chat soon.
Soon?
Like, yeah, soon.
Should
like,
I give him the tour first?
Yeah,
or-
you can do the real reality. You know, Galileo, they told him he was crazy when he came around.
Jesus
The
Christ.
game is coded with logic.
I was trying to find this one
Like,
moment.
it's important to understand. Nobody can.
I was trying to find this one thing where he said like people that click or whatever get laid all the time. Like this shit is hilarious to me.
If aliens were more intelligent than us,
Dude, he's so off the fucking rails. Like this can't be fake. Like this is so crazy that it can't be fake. I think this is legit. I think he's really trying to pull this shit off. And maybe if he fails at it, he's gonna like play it off as some sort of like elaborate troll or something. But I don't know. You don't rent out like a giant fucking mental hospital and have people come live with you if it's a troll. I mean, I guess unless you're trolling yourself. Whatever, dude. I'll link to all this stuff. I find it fascinating. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the solo podcast. I'm going through my list here to see if I missed anything that I want to talk about. Anyway, I need to put on the full webcam again. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Athene, the cult leader of gaming. Jesus Christ. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe. Be sure you have notifications turned on. Click that bell by the subscribe button. Turn on notifications. I will be answering comments. I looked at the comments before this, and there weren't any like questions. But I want the comments. I'm going to start answering the comments. I want you guys to like have like questions and stuff like that. Now that this is a one-on-one kind of thing, I think that the comments, like if you had something specific you wanted to ask me or whatever, I'm going to focus on that. I want that to be like a serious staple of at least the one-on-one podcast. If I do continue to do these, with just me doing it solo, I want like a comments like to be the staple, a staple thing. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any suggestions. I am new at this. Talking for this long by yourself is hard to do, and it's something that I'm going to have to get better at. I'm definitely gonna have to get better at using this. I've got this thing hotkeyed, and I'm just not used to doing it. And I need to not look at myself over here on the fucking OBS thing. It's very hard not to. So work in progress. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Be sure to check me out on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and Twitch. And yeah, be sure to fucking use that YouTube notification thing, please. The sub boxes are unreliable. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next week.